Welcome viewers to my Just Be Fairy Tarot channel. Today we have 3 piles of 3 different bracelets and 3 different oracle cards with different messages, which I will be intuitively channeling in this pick a card reading. I'm so excited you're here. Here are the 3 piles that you can choose from. So the first one is the amber stone bracelet. So there are different colors: orange, yellow, and black amber stone. Very, very pretty. And then pile 2 is the volcano stone bracelet. These are real volcano stones, and then there's a real pearl in the middle. I can't remember which country I got it from. It's a while ago, some years ago, so I don't want to lie, so I won't. It could be the Canary Islands. This one is from Lithuania, at a beach where they were selling these emberstones. And then this is volcano, and here we have pearls, a beautiful pearl bracelet. And this is then pile 3, of course. A reminder that these are general readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And you are more than welcome to choose multiple piles if it feels right for you. My intention with these readings is that you receive the guidance that you need right now, and obviously trust your own gut feeling. I intend to not only read what I see, but also provide some practical guidance on what next steps are recommended, but it's always up to you what choices you make, of course. Feel free to leave a comment. I love to connect with you in the comment section. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you. The pile stamps are in the comment section and also in the description. Hello group 1, you have chosen the amberstone accessory, and the card for you is the oracle card from the fairy deck. This is the Karen K Oracle of the Fairies. The card that came out for you regarding abundance, wealth, money situation, financial situation is this light, the fairy of light. And I love how this oracle card is extremely green and purple. So green is obviously often associated with money, a color of abundance, because it's the color of nature, and nature is what makes our existence possible and life on this planet possible. That is the source of all life on this planet, right? So when we think about money and finances, we associate this with security, with abundance, with safety, because that is the tool we use in our society to have our shelter, our food, our space to be, and a place to eat, a place to sleep. But money is just a tool. It's not the actual desire, right? It's just something we need to achieve or to buy all the goods and services that we desire. And this card truly reminds us of the focus, right? Where is our focus? Is our focus on the tool, or is our focus on what we desire? Because when we know what we desire, what we truly want, what we truly desire, whether it's safety, whether it's love, whether it's friendship or food on our table, that is where we must focus our energy, not on the tool, not on the how to get that thing or that desire, how to achieve it. As we know with manifestation, it is about what we want, visualizing that we already have it, not visualizing how we're gonna get it or when we're gonna get it. That is up to the universe. And as we focus on our actual desires and our actual dreams, all that needs to assist us, whether it's money or help from people or change of circumstances, all that will fall into place on its own. We don't need to know what it is that we need to get there. We only need to know where we want to go. So that is a reminder, perspective, how we see, how we view money. Because people say, I want money, but is it money that you want? Because it's just paper. It's green paper with numbers on it and pictures. It's not what we honestly want, right? It's what money can buy us. And especially with all the inflation that's happening right now and money losing its value, that in itself is also just proof that it's not the actual tool, because $1, £1, or whatever currency, it doesn't always have the same value, right? So whatever you are desiring to do with the money you dream of having, focus on the desire and the money will follow. The universe will provide whatever it is that is needed. Maybe it's not even money. Maybe there are easier ways to get where you want to go than our thinking logical mind can come up with. It says, the fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness, right? So beautiful. Light always wins. And the purple that I mentioned, it's a highly spiritual color. It resonates with the crown chakra. It's mainly the crown chakra and the third eye. Okay, I'll just put it like that. Let's see what else, what other messages do we need to hear now. We'll take the tarot cards, shuffle them. Have not shuffled them yet. Let's see. What does this group need to know about their money situation, about their financial situation? What do you need to hear right now? Thank you. Chariot. Page of Cups. Let's see what these are all about then. Because I do not believe in coincidences. Alright. Page of Cups, the Chariot, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, I have three more. The Hermit. A little better so you can see. Sorry, this camera and all this, it's not the most ideal situation, but we're making the best out of it. So there is movement forward. There is success that is already being built. It is already coming in, slowly but surely. For this situation, your current situation, to move forward steadily, there needs to be balance. The balance is what decides the pace. There is already a path, and it seems like you know where to go, but you cannot be running there. You have to find this balance, right? If there is no balance, you're not moving forward. This is something you may not be seeing. You may know on a deeper level that this is what it takes, but if you're guided to this message, I see that that is what is depicted here. That is what I see. The imbalance of the feminine and masculine energies will not take you where you need to go. And what I mean with the balance, so balance between how much rest you take and how much in the masculine action mode, how much of that dominates your everyday. How long are you in your masculine energies in your daily life? These need to be balanced out with the feminine activities that embody the feminine, that bring out the feminine energies in you, which means the meditation where you sit and you meditate, you clear your mind and you attract. You don't chase, you attract. With the masculine energies, you are chasing, you are reaching for, you are doing, you are going, you are thinking how to, and you're making a plan and executing it. With the feminine energies, you're breathing, you're trusting that everything that needs to come to you will come to you in the right time. The universe will always and is always providing for you. You do not have to go, run, chase 24/7. There must be a balance, and this is what you must be allowing yourself to find in your life. These balancing these energies, remembering to let things be the way they are. That is how I see you needing to move forward. It may be in your situation the opposite, that there is a need to move more than sitting, surrendering, but I honestly feel like it is an overly dominant masculine and the feminine has been neglected. It may be in your situation the opposite, but in this particular case I see that there's a need to surrender and trust and let things be. And when you find this perfect balance, that's when you move forward. You're already moving forward, but that the movement is dependent on this delicate balance. It is a practice. It is definitely a practice to find out what works for you. That is honestly the most sustainable way of living your life, because you make room for the moments where you can smell the flowers and enjoy what you already have, as well as having the moments where you are executing new ideas, new creations, but there has to be obviously a balance between appreciating what we already have and looking for what's next, right? Gratitude of 1 cup, what you already have. That's what's gonna get you to the 9 of cups. And you see, this is like a younger energy, and this is a more mature, wiser energy. So you have emotions that need some regulating. Is that the right word? So when you're overwhelmed by your workload, for instance, or your money situation, to breathe out and realize that okay, let's turn on the appreciation mode. Let's look around. Let's look around and see what we already have, what's already right, what is going right in my life, right? What is easy, and how can I make this workload easier for myself? Maybe I need to ask for help. Maybe I need to take a day off. What are the things that I can do to enjoy this more and to appreciate what I already have? Because that's the energy that's gonna support you in your work. The overwhelm, the stress, that's not supportive, right? So that's so interesting how when we feel the most stress, that's when we tend to go into the emotions that least support our current situation, because when there is a lot going on, that is when we need the peace and the clarity of mind the most. So being more mindful of the emotions and how they affect our wealth, our abundance, our money situation, that has major effect. How we're feeling, right? What we attract. And like it says here, light conquers darkness. Light can penetrate the darkness. Light can alchemize darkness into something beautiful. And that is something to trust in, that once you start moving the focus towards what is already great, like I have a shelter, I have food, I have family, I have support, I have whatever it is, I have $5, when you appreciate the $5, that's when you can get $10 and $15 and $100. If you don't appreciate your $5 and you see it as this lack of money, then that is not the energy that will attract these Nine of Cups, right? So remembering that we don't know as much as we like to believe that we know. The ego, the logical mind, it's the left side of the brain. It's typical to assume that we know exactly the road towards whatever success we're looking for, whatever amount of money we're looking for. But reflection, and it really goes with this, to balance the masculine and feminine energies, right? The masculine is the go, the feminine is the relax, reflect, breathe, trust, have faith, the one that surrenders to whatever that is unknown, and whatever that is coming, trusts that it will work out, although in the current moment it is not clear how. So this is a reminder to reflect and remember that we don't always know the way, and just because it may seem that things are not going our way does not mean that that is the truth. It's often that some things that seemed to be unfortunate events turn out to be necessary for something great to come about. And that is what the Hermit card is talking about, to realize this. There is no good or bad, there just is whatever is. And our thinking mind is quick to put things into boxes and events into good or bad, and great and awful, and happy and sad, and separate and decide and conclude, when right now, for your utmost success, the highest outcome of your situation, where you feel supported, where you feel loved, when you feel celebrated, where you feel abundant, that comes with surrender, and that comes with believing and knowing that this is already yours, this is already who you are, and it's inevitable for the success to occur. And you have the discipline, you have all the masculine energies, you know how to do things, you know how to make a plan and execute it. Now your challenge is to, as quickly as possible, accept when things don't go exactly how you were imagining them to go, and to move forward in faith and an open mind that it is all for the best. That is how you get here the quickest. That is how this movement that is already happening, that's how you get from here to here already. And as you can see, you're already the king and the queen. You're already that person. There's nothing to wait for. There's nothing more you need to be. There's nothing more you need to do. Breathe out, enjoy life as much as you can, and enjoy the abundance you already have. That is the message for you, dear group 1. That is the message. Yeah, your success is inevitable because you're already a successful person. If you desire more, know what you desire and enjoy what you already have. You're already doing the right things. There's already movement in the right direction. It's just about the regulation of emotions and perspective. Sometimes telling your thinking mind, okay, stop. Okay, when you feel like you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing, you're becoming overwhelmed by all the thoughts of what ifs and how to and when and oh no, and you know what I'm talking about. That is not serving you, and it is okay to tell your mind kindly and lovingly that I got it from here. It's okay. I'm okay to feel great because I am already great, and my greatness is undeniable, inevitable, and is already here. Whatever happens, I know I will be led, and I am already led to my highest outcome, and that is the truth. And there is a time and space for the analyzing, for the planning, for the thinking mind, for the masculine energies, but there must be a balance. Alright, angels are sending you light to the situation that you're currently in. I wish you love and strength and clarity and perseverance. I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and please leave a comment if you have anything you would like to say. I love to connect with you. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye. Hello, group 2. You chose the Volcano stone bracelet. The card for you in the fairy deck, which is linked below in the description, is the friendship. It says, fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So this card regarding your money situation, money and finances, abundance, wealth. I asked Spirit what you needed to hear regards to this topic, and what I see is making new connections, going to places where you can connect with like-minded people, connect with people that might surprise you. You know, sometimes we receive the help we need the most in places we wouldn't assume to receive this help from. New acquaintances, new friends might have knowledge and tips and experience that is exactly what you need on your path forward. And either way, this is not the journey. It's not meant to be walked alone. Whatever it is you're doing, a business or a job, a new idea, a project, it's something where you absolutely need support. It might even be in terms of inspiration and even motivation, because when you communicate and engage with people who are on their own journeys that may be similar, they can not only give you advice and share their experiences, but also motivate you to keep going, motivate you to get up in the morning, inspire you, because so many struggle with motivation getting up in the morning. Even what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, but then when the morning comes and the alarm rings, it's so easy to just sleep in or sabotage yourself in different ways. But when you're surrounded by people who are constantly pushing themselves, it's inevitable to become more inspired and more motivated to push yourself. So that's what I'm getting from this card, which is really wonderful. And you can see that she's not only surrounded by these other fairies, but there's also a little bird. So if you feel alone, if you feel lonely, remember that you're never alone, first of all, and you can always find support also in nature, with animals. Honestly, in my darkest of times, animals have been my strongest supporters. Animals teach you unconditional love, especially like pets. They want to cuddle and they want to love you and they want to surround you and they want to be with you regardless. They don't judge you as humans know to judge other humans. So it can be in form of spirit guides. Maybe birds are signs that you receive from your spirit guides, or maybe they are your spirit guides. Either way, the human relationships, human friendships are not the only friendships that exist. So there is help that you can receive elsewhere. You just have to allow it to come in. You just have to connect to it. Now I will get the tarot cards and shuffle them a little bit. I did shuffle them a bit before filming, but let's see. There was a card that popped out whilst I was connecting to the cards. And I won't say what it was unless it comes up here as well, because I just want to say that sometimes that happens whilst I'm preparing and just shuffling to connect to the cards. Some cards pop out and then later in the reading they do as well, and then I'm like, oh, I have to say this, but so just in case that happens, so don't be surprised. Spirit, please, and thank you. What messages is piled to bring to the volcano bracelet? What message do you have for them? What do they need to hear? What messages regarding their money, their finances, financial situation, abundance? I almost said love, so that's interesting. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, we don't. You only take the ones that flip. Alright, interesting. So, it's so hard to see if you can see it. Yeah, I think you can see it. Okay, so this is Two of Pentacles. This gives me the trying to juggle all balls on your own. Is that what they say? Like, trying to put everything on your own shoulders and you want to do it all on your own. It's like there's too much on your plate, but you refuse to take anything off your plate because you're like, no, I can do this. But then you know how that goes. You can end up, you don't really have enough hours in the day to complete all the things you want to do, which it's like you're you have everything in order, but at the same time it's still kind of chaotic because you want to focus on everything, but you can't focus on everything. You have to choose one thing or two things or three things out of multiple things, and you can't seem to, you're holding on to all of the responsibilities, all of the things, all of the ideas, all of the projects, and you feel like you want to do them all, and but it's a lot. It's a lot to want to do on your own and all at once. So let's see what else there is. So yeah, that may go back to the friendship thing, that you may want to seek support or help, or maybe cut down on the things that you're trying to accomplish, because it seems like you want to accomplish everything at once and it might be a little much. So you could be someone who's oh, nice. Someone who's like multi-talented, have like multiple projects going on at once, like having multiple hobbies, multiple interests. The Hanged Man is relax, let it go. The fist that's holding on to all the things that you absolutely want to do, just loosen up. It's all not all that serious. It might not resonate, but what I see is that the stress that you're experiencing, or the overwhelm, or whatever unpleasant feelings, like not being like being disappointed in yourself, or like feeling like you don't you have high expectations, and like higher expectations that are like realistic for yourself, and whatever you feel about yourself due to these overwhelming activities or plans, these are all caused by you. It's like an active choice of having that much on your plate. This is no universal test. This is just, I mean, sometimes life can become overwhelming. Sometimes things are happening all at once, but then we can happen to get used to that, even if we find it a bit uncomfortable. But when we get used to it, that can lead to us creating these situations. Like, not no one wants to be stressed, but we can unconsciously, without like the direct intent of doing this, still recreate the situations that make us stressed. Like, if you experience a lot of like stress at work, and then at home, and your family life and your personal life all at once, right? But then that period passes, and you have a lot of more time to choose to spend in any way you choose to spend it, and then you still end up overwhelmed, because now you maybe are like, okay, well, now I have time for all of my hobbies, and now you overwhelm yourself with all of the hobbies, let's say. So just taking a step back and seeing how much do I have to do, because there are always some things that have to be done, but how much am I like putting unnecessarily pressure on myself that is really just unnecessary? It's just a habit, maybe. So that's what the Hanged Man is telling you. Be more like the Hanged Man. You don't have to be juggling the balls, like feeling like you're on some kind of time deadline. Of course, like we never get our time back. That's time we live. It's valuable, but how we spend it has to be as enjoyable as we can make it, right? Because that's what it means. It's not about how many accomplishments you manage to achieve and get throughout your life. It's like, oh, I managed to achieve all these hundreds of rewards because I spent my time being extremely productive. Is that more important than spending all like some time being super productive and achieving accomplishments, and then some time just doing things just for fun and not to achieve anything? Because like just painting for fun, or just like dancing or singing or going to the cinema with friends, or just doing something that doesn't have this end goal to it, but just doing it because it feels nice. Because I'm just trying to say, like, life is not all about, oh, how many trophies you got. It's more like, how did you spend life, as in, did you enjoy your time, you know? So just a little food for thought there. But then with the Fool, I see there is a new beginning, a whole new beginning that is happening, and that is something I feel like you know about, and you have possibly, this is caused by preparation. And the bottom line is, be open to new friendships, to new companions on your journey, because it is not meant to be spent alone. The path is not meant to be solo. So there might be new pets coming in, or new partners, new friendships, new business partners. It can be a there will be coming in support if you choose to allow it to come in, and that is the key, that you have your free will, and Spirit is saying that it would be supportive if you were open to that. Let's see what more there is. Okay, that's exciting. Leave a comment and let me know what is the new beginning. What is changing in your business, in your career? What is changing? What is this new beginning? I assume it's connected to your career, or something to do with monetary gain, like a project, a new, maybe a hobby you're monetizing, or education, a new, taking steps further in your career. Let me see. Knight of Swords. Yeah, right? I think you'll see it if I place it here. Knight of Swords, moving forward. You are moving quickly, right? It is happening. So this beginning, it's happening very, very soon. If not, it's already here. You are moving into it, and that explains why you might be preparing for it. You might be feeling like, oh, there's so much preparation, and Spirit is saying, like, you are prepared enough. Yes, of course, read a book, or like do something, whatever is relevant to this new beginning. It never hurts to keep preparing in some shape or form, but make sure you don't stress yourself, because the beginning will come with its own challenges in its own time. Right now, yes, you can be preparing, but what does preparing mean? Does it not also include taking your time to relax and breathe before the things that you absolutely have to do will start occurring? You know what I mean? Like if you're going into school, or like a university, or like a new job, or whatever, and it's happening very soon, wouldn't it be very strategically smart to take some time just sitting in the sun, lying down, meditating, not really feeling on top of it constantly, not checking off to-do lists at all times, because you will eventually likely need to do that anyways soon. So enjoy the time you have where you can actually like choose what to do and don't have to be running, you know. Whatever the situation, there is something that is soon starting, and right now it seems like you have room to sit down and take a break whenever you want. It's not maybe not necessarily whenever you want, but more more time to to choose what activities you want to prioritize and such. And rest seems to be one that needs more prioritizing. Just letting go and surrendering, honestly, just not being so worried. It feels like you are fighting with imaginary situations, like what if, but what you need to be doing is just trusting and surrendering and letting go of the overthinking. This new start, it will bring new things, but I see that these things will be wonderful, and this is something you have been excited about. There is no need to create these battles within you and imaginary scary situations outside of you, because they're not real. They're in your mind, they're in your head, and yes, of course you can manifest them to be real, but why would we want that? So first step in not doing this, manifestation of situations that don't serve, is literally stopping these trains of thoughts. What else? This book too, about this new beginning in their career. Okay, that was a close one. Let's try one more. Okay, seems very nice. It seems like you are, as typical, you're like your own worst enemy, because there's really nothing you need to be worrying about. It's all how it's supposed to be, and you are more prepared for this than you like to let yourself believe. What else? Okay, I want to flip sort of. So far these cards have been positive. They just haven't flipped fully, so Alright. Is there any final message? Oh. Aw. Ace of Swords, you got this. You got this. You got this. You got this. There is going to be support. Be open, stay open to it. You have the knowledge you need to embark on this new beginning. It is happening soon, and I feel like you know it. If not, it is happening soon, and there will be supporters around you. You just have to keep your eyes open and silence that confusion and doubt and shame and fear in your mind and your emotions. Acknowledge it, of course, but acknowledge as well that these are just scenarios that are rooted in fear, and we don't do that here. We trust and we surrender because we know that we are always being provided for by the universe, and we can do no wrong choices. We can do no wrong because all our actions lead to some sort of lesson or some sort of like a confirmation of a lesson learned, right? We can either succeed or we can learn so that we can succeed later. There are no wrong choices from that perspective, and that is the perspective of the Hanged Man. Just relax and let it be, let it go, let all that drama go, and trust that you got it because you got it. Okay, stay open. Stay open to receive the support that you deserve on this journey, and I'm honestly just wishing you lots of luck on this new beginning. And yeah, it seems very, very bright. And yeah, honestly, you see how the mountains are here and the mountains are there and the mountains are there. It's like all in the same place. Yeah, honestly, I always tear up when there's like us. It just like, for me, it's like an indication of how powerful that message is, how strongly intended it was, and I feel like I'm not expressing it in my voice with my words, the emotion behind this message. But yeah, you are extremely supported, and don't forget your greatness. Don't forget about your greatness. Don't forget about it, because you have so much to offer. And honestly, this is all just about refocusing yourself and coming into alignment, coming into alignment with what already is here for you. And what is here for you is great. Align with it by just breathing out and knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This new beginning wouldn't be here if you weren't ready. Remember that. You only get what you are ready for and what you can handle, okay? It may not always feel like you are ready for something, but if you can handle it, then you're ready. And you can handle it, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm excited to see you next time. I'm excited to see your comments. I'm excited that you're here, and I love you guys. I'm sending you blessings and lots of courage, luck, and confidence and clarity in your next journey and your next chapter. Bye. Hello, group 3. You chose the pearl bracelet and the oracle card, the fairy oracle card, which is linked, the deck is linked below in the description. Flourish. The lotus flower, I'll show you closer, see so you can read it. The lotus flower fairy, the lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. What I see in this is, when it comes to your financial situation, learn from experience. You learn from doing. Whatever you have planned to do, it's time for action. Whatever you want to do, you desire to do, the way to succeed and the way to grow and thrive and receive the abundance from this work or project or whatever field this is in, the message is that right now you have to start doing, start experiencing, start trying, because the more you do, the more you will learn, and that will help you in the future. Right now there is nothing else you need to research. It's all about personal experience. And when it says shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life, so of course we can't know everything. There will always be something unknown, and this might even be in other areas of your life. But considering this reading is about money, and funny enough, the card is mostly green as well, which also refers to the heart chakra. And the heart chakra holds the desires, your dreams, right? And when you open up your heart, when you allow yourself to be yourself and go for what you want to do, just go for your dreams, actually gain experience, try things, learn from them, and go forth, that's when you allow your heart chakra to flourish. That's when you allow the money to flow in. You at the moment may have some barriers or some limitations that you put on yourself that are hindering this flourishing of your heart chakra, as well, likewise as your career endeavor, because these go hand in hand. When you follow your heart and you do what you love and you dare and you have the courage, this can also be have to do with your solar plexus, because that is where the action is. That is where the actions, like solar plexus is where we have our confidence, where we hold the level of our confidence and the level of courage to go out and do, and that's where we have the solar plexus, the yellow light energy center, and it's right below the heart. And oftentimes when one is unbalanced, they take on the other's blocks, so they are also connected, the solar plexus and the heart chakra. Either way, inner light on any unclear areas of real life or those of others. So instead of feeling like you must do more research, do more planning, do more preparation, rather go and experience and trust your inner guidance, your inner light, your inner wisdom. That's what's gonna clarify all the areas that you are still uncertain about, all the things that you feel like you need more clarity on, because we can't know everything. But it's when it's about trusting and surrendering, that when you will just go for it, whatever the action plan is in your situation, and then trusting that when you arrive in those situations which are unknown to you, which you haven't experienced before, trusting that you will have the clarity and the knowledge and the skills necessary to get through that experience, to solve that situation, that you have what it takes to face these challenges, and that might not even maybe be challenges. It's just something you haven't experienced before. And just because you haven't experienced before something before doesn't mean you're incapable of doing it, of succeeding in this new task. So knowing that all the knowledge, everything you need to know, is already within you, and having the courage to go for it, and trusting your heart, because your heart is telling you what it wants, and trusting that is literally your highest guide of all. And if you want it, that means it's for you. If you have this strong desire to do something, to accomplish something, that there's a reason for it. The Star card. What else? What other message? The Moon. All right. Can I get a clarification for the Moon? What is the root of this Moon energy? So far, great cards. I mean, these are powerful cards. These are from the major arcana. So they hold powerful messages. Let me get a clarification for the Moon. What is the root of the Moon card? Is this energy coming from? What are you telling me? Any more messages? Oh. Okay. Ooh, the Moon again. So lots of stars and moons, and honestly, I'm not wearing my contacts right now, so I actually, although I've seen this card many times before, I had to like lean in and check, are these stars? I was like, oh, honestly, I don't even know what they are. Could be stars. Is there stars here and then the moon? That's nice. And lots of water. Lots of water. Oh, all right. Ace of Swords. Okay, I'll get into it right now. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So, the Star card. It is telling me that you have skills and you have knowledge and you have the talent, you have what it takes to achieve the dream. The water that's in so many of these cards talks about the intuition and talks about emotions, and honestly, like intuition, that's your inner guide, right? That's your how we say, you get a sense in your like a feeling in your stomach, your gut, yes, that's what they say. Like your gut feeling, that is like a feeling, right, in your gut, that emotions and water, water is symbol for emotions. What I see is trusting yourself more, trusting that you have within you exactly what you need to accomplish your goals. And there might be a part of you that doesn't believe it, or doesn't want to believe it, or doesn't want to look at that, because look at all the water behind you, look at the moon, look at all the blue here. It's all with you if you just take off the blindfold and turn around. But instead you're trying to protect yourself by preparing, by planning, by partially maybe sabotaging yourself, and not allowing yourself to just go for it and trust yourself. So if we look at this the opposite way, as this, the moon, the skies, and the water is what's within you, and then this woman shows what is outside of you. So the masculine energy, where you feel like you can't trust your gut, you can trust only your mind, and when you say that you only trust your logical mind, that means that you believe that you have to do a hundred things. The swords, why I mentioned masculine energy, the swords, and it's like, it's ironic because what needs to be done is the action, right? Taking action, and that's what the masculine energy stands for, the doing, right? And the feminine is about trusting your inner guidance and attracting rather than seeking. And it's ironic because you've done enough of the masculine in a sense, but the advice is like, wake up your solar plexus, go for the masculine, like take action. How I understand this is, you've taken enough action in terms of preparation and planning and thinking through, and your mind has worked enough. Now it's time for the action, as in going out and starting the business, or going out and sending that application, or going out and building and creating and finding your first clients. You know what I mean? You're capable of it. You have a lot of strong intuition, and you have the ability to guide yourself, but it's like you're choosing not to. Like like in this card, I focused on the face of the moon. It's like you have these talents, you have these abilities, you have this strong intuition and the inner guidance within you. You can trust it, but you're closing your eyes and you don't want to see it, you don't want to look at it, because your mind is telling you that you're not ready. But there is never the perfect time. You will never achieve the level of preparation where, when you do take that first step and do begin, that you will never meet any unexpected situations, right? You can't prepare for absolutely everything, and you're not supposed to. You're supposed to prepare to a certain level, but then just go for it and trust. And it feels like you're not trusting yourself. It feels like you're turning your back to the solar plexus because it's ready, but it could be like lack of confidence, and lack of clarity, like lack of belief that you actually have what it takes and you can trust yourself. I'm here to tell you that you can, and that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. Stop preparing, stop worrying, stop overthinking, just go and do it. And if it's not yet time to do it, like if there's like a date that's like not today when you're supposed to start whatever it is, lie down and just relax, breathe out. You are prepared enough. Just start literally trusting your gut and trusting your intuition and trusting, letting that feminine energy come through, that knows that everything that you need and everything that you deserve and are worthy of, which is so much, will be attracted to you in the right time. And if you feel like you don't have it all right here and right now, know that it's coming. It's literally coming. See the last card that I pulled, Ace of Swords. It's coming. It's there for you. You take the crown, put it on your head. Put it on your head, because you are the star. See? Put it on your head. Put the crown on your head and unfold those eyes, because these blindfolds are literally lying to you. And I forgot to mention the six of cups are talking about the child within you that is ready to go forth and follow their dreams, their big dreams that are lie in your heart chakra. You know what I'm talking about. The things that you want to do, the things that are pulling you. It's almost like they want you, is how it feels, because they keep coming up, and you're attracted, you're pulled towards them. This is what will make your inner child so, so, so happy when you trust yourself and you know that you're good enough, and that shows you show your inner child that yes, you baby, you are worthy of your dreams. You can do it. You've done enough. You can open your eyes and you can trust, because all of these dogs, all of these scorpions, or that's not a scorpion, but all of these are just voices in your head telling you that, oh, maybe you should do more of that before you begin, or oh, people won't like you, or like you're not prepared enough, or what if something happens and you don't know what to do, and people will think you're like the imposter syndrome, and all these overthinking, these thoughts, illusions. Go back in the water, go back into your home, go back where you came from. You don't belong here. You are a star, and you have the power to tell those thoughts to just scatter. All the water, all that you have, turn around. Believe that you have it, because you have it. It's nothing new. You're powerful. You're great. Trust your light, and know that it will show you and expose you what you need to know when you need to know it. And just because you don't know everything right now does not mean that you don't have what it takes to go and take the action. Take the action. Put on the crown. It's here. What needs to be done, it's here. It's time. Take the sword, put on the crown, and go forth. And oh my god, look at those. These are the same as in here. Those little, I don't even know what they are. But they're for you. Open your eyes. Look at them. It's like, woo, celebration. Yeah, but surely you're so much more powerful than you think. Once you go for what your heart is calling you to do, you not only embody the confidence, and that way balance out and clear your solar plexus blocks, but you also clear your heart and open it and let it flourish. You embody trust and let this incredible intuition and this incredible clarity. You see this woman, she doesn't seem very clear and confident. It seems like she's feeling weak, or like there's something limiting her, so she has to protect herself. She can't see clearly, but look at all the clarity behind her. There are no clouds, nothing. It's a beautiful silent night, and it's a beautiful silent night. It's a beautiful silent night. There's so much clarity. There's so much. There's nothing stopping you, is what I'm saying. It's only your own limitations, your own limiting thoughts. Make your inner child happy and take that crown. All right? Okay. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Like and comment anything you want, and I just love connecting to you in my comment section, and I love to do these readings. I hope to see you next time. I love you, and good luck, and go for it, and trust yourself, okay? That's all for today, for you, Pile 3, and right, as I said, see you next time. Thank you. Bye.